He got problems, she got problems. Only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another recap, and welcome to And Just Like That, Season 3, Episode 8. Let's get into it. I ain't gonna recap last week. Go watch the episode. Go watch the video. It's listed. Go watch the video. No, I'm playing. I'm not gonna do y'all like that. Um, Basically, Harry cleared up that he has prostate cancer. The girls are able to talk now. Charlotte has a support system. She don't have to keep her secret anymore. That was really most of it. Oh no, Carrie gets clarity that she realized that her relationship sucks and it's not working. Even though they had a conversation where she thought she was it was like I'm friends with benefits. We're not in a relationship, or we in a relationship, but now I'm in a relationship and it's not working. Miranda even let her know, like, girl, you working hard for this relationship. Exactly. Your relationship's supposed to be peaceful. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be ups, it's gonna be downs, but just because you've been together for so long doesn't mean because she threw, oh, we've been in this off and on for 20 years. Girl, off and on for 20 years and y'all still ain't got it together. It's draining you. You're not happy. Your friends can see it. Yeah. Move around. A lot of times we get comfortable and we don't want to start over. Baby, I'm the type of person that I will walk away. I had a homeboy say, you cut stuff off so quick. You want to know why? Because I stayed places where I knew I wasn't happy and I wasn't welcome. And I was fooling myself. So it was like, let me get the hell on. Especially when people show me they don't want me around. Take the hints. What else? That was big and major. I think that was the big and major parts. Was the clarity about Harry being sick, and then clarity about Carrie's relationship. Oh, and Duncan getting her and figuring out her first chapter is about her. So did Miranda. Clarity. Clarity. Let's get into this week. Oh man, way to work out. Yeah, I believe I'm actually going to be here for more than 2 days. Move your stuff to one side. I hope you don't have any plans for the rest of the day. Aiden made a surprise visit. Yay. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Let me explain. You read her first chapter, but you didn't say anything, which is why you left the first chapter on the table like you did, right? Well, Duncan's. You read her first chapter, right? But you didn't say anything. So when you seen Duncan, you notice competition. Because if Duncan wasn't, attractive and a writer and could relate to Carrie, it wouldn't be an issue. So now you're doing pop-ups because you recognize that there's possible competition. Instead of treating her right without the competition in play, the only reason you're turning it up a notch is because you saw Duncan, not because you want to do better in your relationship. Because remember why it was so important. You couldn't come to visit. It's when I can. This needs my full attention. Now you can stay for a couple of days? Interesting. And then a surprise visit. Interesting. All yours till 7:30. You need notes. You're perfect. I love being right. I love being right. Like I said, you notice Duncan is competition. So now you're coming and you're going to start love bombing. Keep her away from her writing. Keep her away from Duncan. And it's all the focus on you because that's what you want. You want her to be completely focused on you. There's nothing wrong with that, except it's not healthy because you wasn't going to be completely focused on her. I'm Team Duncan. Messy. I know. I know. I know. Whatever makes Carrie happy. My balls are as big as 2 beanbag chairs. For days I'm sitting here with a bouncy house in my lap. Don't mention your balls. So Harry had his surgery. He said he wanted to get surgery done. They caught it early, so he wanted to go that and nip it in the bud. But yet he is dealing with the aftermath. After every surgery, there's going to be pain. Harry, give your body a chance to heal. Take your time. You're okay. Relax. It's okay. Chill out. But balls is a bossy house. Harry has the way with metaphors, honey. Oh boy. You brought me some big nuts. There's nothing like you making light of the situation. She asked him, Charlotte asked him not to mention nuts. It was too easy, Lisa. Too easy. I feel better. I had a sex dream about my editor last night. It was very. For the men who watch me, yes, we have sex dreams. We don't call them wet dreams because we don't wake up wet, as you guys do. But we definitely have sex dreams. We definitely fantasize. Women love sex. It's just we are badgered and beaten down for it. And we were raised up and trained to not like it. So when you find out that we do, y'all get weird and uncomfortable and start asking dumbass questions. When in reality, it's like if we are turned on by you, if we like you, we want to have sex with you. But we do have sex dreams. And Lisa is having a sex dream about Marion, who is married. She's married. I thought Marion was batting for the boys, but my gaydar was off. But girl, what? Wait a minute. Wouldn't that be dream cheating? Because sleeping in the other room was a sleep divorce. But let's tune into this dream. On a farm? Why is this happening? It's just a dream. We are sexual people. That is the problem with the internet, and even before the internet, that's the problem with trying to control people's sexuality and making women and people think that sex is bad when in reality sex feels very good. It feels very good, especially when you have a partner that is listening to you and what you like. You're exchanging energy. You most definitely are. But the person that you like, sex is very good. But society has definitely downplayed, badgered, beat up, went above and beyond, manipulated everything that they can throw at sex to make you think that sex is bad. So now it's more of a, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Deviant, but more anomaly. That's the word I was looking for. Like we make sex and sexuality a deviant, like evil. Oh my God, you cannot do that. Because when it comes down to testing the mic, we are taught that good girls don't do that. So when things are happening that are normal body functions, it's more common to ridicule, put down, no, don't, oh my God, because you think that's going to deter people away. When our actuality kind of push people forward. So when you're honest with it and tell them like this feels good, but it can also jack up your emotions, especially if you are not with the right person. You feel me? And you need to wait until you're old enough and consenting. But when you're old enough and consenting and you're talking to your partner and you're discussing and making sure that both of you are on the same page of what you like and what you don't like and what works for you, top tier, baby. Top tier. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I flirt with him while we're working. When you're working with someone creatively, like a connection. Girl, you want a connection, but you don't need to be lusting after your editor. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. There's nothing wrong with looking. There's nothing wrong with saying, oh, they fine. You're lusting. You are very much lusting. Check yourself. Check yourself, boo. Yeah. Creative energy and working and flowing is cool. Not to the point where I'm dreaming about you at night and you taking off and ripping off clothes and stuff at the farm because he's the farm hand and you the farm lady and y'all doing whatever at the farm in your dream. Girl, yeah, no, no, no.
Oh, that is so cute. Lurking. Are you coming? I'm definitely coming.
Art is definitely a spectrum. And how you see art is definitely in the eye of the beholder. But what the hell? Okay. Okay.
This was created by a woman artist in the 80s. Oh, I think my room next to the used condom. I was okay.
Charlotte, are you pregnant? Nah.
Why not stop and see that amazing Miranda person?
Not gonna lie. If I like you, I like pop up visits. Hey, tell me you on the way though. But I mean, I like pop ups. I like visits. I do. I like stuff like that. I do. Okay, Joy. We getting comfortable? Or you in the neighborhood and I know my girlfriend lives here, but you got a suitcase. Let's dig deeper.
God for gin. I've had that gin at girlfriend's place before. Oh my God, you don't drink.
And there's the whoops in the relationship. Miranda's also a body reader, so it's kind of weird. Joy is just coming back from Montreal. So you just coming back from a trip. So maybe you was excited to see your girlfriend, but you said you was going to leave alcohol at her apartment. You're going to leave alcohol at a recovering alcoholic's apartment. You just realized that she don't drink. Miranda, but hold on. Why were you going to let her? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Boundary. Hello. Speak up. You like her and your rubby ducky might be cool and it might be everything in the bed, but girl, speak up. Boundaries. No. Alcohol almost ruined you. Open your mouth.
You leave your gin here. You sure?
And now you're going to compromise because she said it was the first time she ever left something at a girlfriend's house. So you want to be the first. It feels like an accomplishment type, an accomplishment type situation. But girl, you are compromising with something that can destroy you. I don't care if it's the first sweets. I don't know. Take that with you. No. Especially if you don't realize or don't know for sure that you're strong enough. I think that's more tempting than anything. And that doesn't make sense because you know she doesn't drink. What the hell? Because she was like, do you have tonic? She was like, no. She don't have no alcohol there. You've been in her place. I'm confused. Give me a minute.
For me. I got 10 minutes left together. Okay, what's going on?
We can talk about it later. The fuck did I do? I got a life in New York. He loves her more.
I'm going to try to be professional. Now he wants to talk. You have 10 minutes to get dressed to go to your session. And now he wants to tell you the real reason he showed up. Because Wyatt doesn't want to live with you anymore. Of course, Wyatt doesn't want to live with you anymore because you make everything about you. He needs to be on Adderall, is what Kathy said. He probably knows you slept with his mom, and he's probably confused on that. On top of that, he came back from wherever he was, whatever place that y'all put him in, and he's not happy with you. He has a mental illness. You don't want to give him substance so he can help subside it and help himself with the Adderall because Adderall, the right dosage, helps people. It does. Medication works when it's used correctly. Correctly. Not abused, used correctly. Now, because Wyatt's not there, oh, I have a life in New York. Now you have a life in New York? Now you have a life in New York? Do you? So you couldn't call her and tell her, like, hey, my son doesn't want to live with me anymore. So I'm going to come down and spend a couple of days with you. You pop up and make her think, like, oh, I want to spend more time with you. No, you just don't have nobody at the place. You don't know what to do with yourself. And now here we go with the pity parties with, oh, he loves her more than me. Maybe you're just not good at listening to him, and the mom is. Kathy, that is. Kathy is better at listening. She's probably going to put him on Adderall where he's probably not depressed all the time because he can't control his ADHD without medication. You got him painting. Stupid.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I'll line up the bad guy.
I cancel with Duncan and then with.
You sure?
I hate being right. That was the whole purpose of telling you right before you go to your sessions, so you would cancel with Duncan, so you will feel bad for him, so you will be in his space. Aiden is a narcissist. All this time, we thought Aiden was this nice, he was perfect for you. He's a narcissist. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Wow. And selfish. Wow. Wow. Damn.
Okay.
See how I said it's important to have a conversation with your partner when you are on another level of intimacy or even just sexual connection, even if it's just a quick little situation. You do not have to fake your ending, which is what Seema just did. And I can't show y'all this part because this is YouTube. You didn't want to hurt his feelings because it's your first time, like I guess y'all left the party and went back and, because like the lust, the intimacy, the attraction was high. Nothing wrong with that. You consenting adults, you want to sleep together on the first date, do your big one. But if it don't feel good and if they not doing it right, please speak up. Like, listen, hold on, listen. Let's talk. Hold on. Do it this way. Oh, I like it like this. This is not an X-rated movie. Slow down. You do not have to. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Baby, what did you take? A honey pack? Why haven't you had an ending and she had? She just faked one. And she has. What? All right. Okay.
It's my birthday? Oh, can I go pee? I'll be right back.
Okay, so I give Lisa 1,000 points for trying because she's trying to take that sexual interaction, like trying to counteract that attraction from her editor to her husband. And it's like the dream that she had. She's like, okay, let me, put it towards my husband. It's true. Clearly, what they say when you're married, y'all don't have sex often, I guess, because y'all have a lot to do or whatever. Me as a single person, baby, if you laying in my bed every night, I get it as much as I want. But I'm single, so I don't know. But every married person that I've talked to, y'all don't have sex often. And I see why. She is on you, ready to go, running full speed ahead, and it's my birthday. Before coffee, I gotta pee. She's not gonna try that again. So can I go pee first? Huh? Oh, well, okay. Okay.
I'm hot, right?
Not anymore, Pissy Peter. No, you not hot. Not anymore. The moment is over. What? I'm hot. No.
Hey, baby, can we have toilet paper and shopping list?
And then you calling out a grocery list. Just get in the shower, Lisa. Just go to work. It's over.
I love papaya.
Girl, it's gonna be okay, but it's gonna be okay. It's just lust. It's just lust. Maybe you just need to meet his wife, and maybe that'll make it go away because it's just lust right now. That's because you and your husband are in that little spell. You know, it's like everyday routine. Y'all need a little vacation. Y'all need like a little spend the night type situation. You know, role play. Make it seem like you know, like you're the mistress and y'all cheating type situation. You know, hype yourself up a little bit. That's all. You was trying, but communicate to your husband like that's what's needed because you fantasizing over marrying and probably at home he probably boring as hell. You don't even know. It's just a fantasy, girl.
Wanted something different. Just want something different. Nope.
No. I have my friend's gallery opening.
She's struggling her ass out. She is struggling. Poor baby. And luckily, Charlotte saved the day because she actually did have to go and support Charlotte. She was invited. So that is something she had to do. But yeah, you need to have a conversation with your husband, sweets. You need to actually let him know like what's going on. You and him seem in tune enough to where you're able to talk like that. And you need to let him know, like, I think I'm having these dreams because we are in a patch in a space where we're not doing exciting things. Like, there needs to be a conversation because the outside looks more exciting. And he may just be boring. You never know. Like, girl, stop hyping yourself up. Poor Marion, he don't even have a clue. He's just being boss like coworker friendly and you like, oh, knowing your boundaries though. I appreciate that.
Love to introduce you to.
A work thing.
Yeah. Why?
It's definitely a work thing. And it's clearly a work thing for Marion. For you, it's the opportunity for you to lust. Girl, talk to your husband, and I promise you the lust will go away. It will go away. But enjoy the ride.
Hey, why don't we invite Dunkin' Donuts?
It's just all about our books.
I find that hard to believe.
You see how far your insecurities will push you to do some BS and then pretend that you're actually being nice when you are digging and trying to find information on your competition, even though he's not competition because you're insecure. So you really didn't come to spend time with her. You came to find information on Duncan. You're cheating on Carrie again with your insecurities about Duncan because you recognize she deserves better and he's the better man. All from delivering pages because he took time out to read. Interesting.
Relationship in a nutshell, and I would change my mind. Oh my God.
That just happened.
It's an interesting thing of you inviting Duncan out to dinner and she's downplaying it because Miranda called it out. Anyway, we are with Seema in the gardener. I don't even know his name. Did I not pay attention to his name? It don't matter. In the gardener. And this girl is putting on deodorant in the restaurant. This new generation, y'all on a whole different wave. There are some things I'd be like, okay, go new generation, cause y'all, make sure y'all stay to y'all boundaries and y'all push the envelope and y'all make sure y'all stand on business on some things. And then some things y'all just don't have no coof. Girl, you couldn't go to the bathroom to put on deodorant? Okay.
But I wouldn't, because I never touch this stuff.
Excuse me. Oh God, I can't be with someone who says stuff like that.
So he's a health nut type situation. Nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with using what works for you. But you're getting to know each other, Seema. So I get the sarcasm, but he may be able to teach you something. If he didn't have a smell, you didn't even have a clue he didn't use deodorant because he didn't smell. Because I've smelled some patients who don't use deodorant. And I promise you, it's nothing nice. Nothing nice. But there are some people who use earth friendly, eco friendly, no aluminum type stuff, and they smell very good. And it works for their body chemistry. So give it a chance, Seema. Opposites attract.
Here you go, Mr. Carmen. Last name is Carmel?
Mhm. Yeah,
Your name is Adam Carmen.
you must have met the cat who lives under Carrie. He's a meanie.
One episode has changed my whole perspective about Aiden. Oh my God. I had no idea you were really that insecure. I had no clue you were that insecure. Is this stemming from Big because she cheated on you with Big? Is that what this is? Even though you and the gardener said he's a me. Well, we're gonna call him Karma because that's his last name. So Karma was like he's a meanie. You don't really know Duncan. Duncan is not a meanie. He's just serious about his work. But you're asking questions. You do realize Seema is going to say something. And it's going to be obvious sooner or later to Carrie what you're doing.
Built to master. Welcome to things we let go of and the things we hold on to.
Y'all, I just realized I wasn't recording. So, short form of what I just said. Anyway, I didn't realize how insecure Aiden was until just now, and it's now making me look at him differently. And I think most of your insecurity is stemming from Big when she cheated on Big, but Duncan is not a businessman. And just because he's downstairs doesn't mean that she's interested, even though she is. Anyway, so yeah, the artist is having she's showing different decades of her life and showing like this is my happy after ever after, but she's showing like how she got from down and out basically to my glow up, but she's using live models and I absolutely love that. I love that concept of her using live models. The one that's laying there naked though, I wonder how much they pay her to show your booty to a bunch of strangers. Depends. Anyway, I get it. But again, my last point is I love how the friends support each other and they show up. And what I also said was, I wonder what Lisa's going to tell Charlotte that it was a work thing because she had, it was an opportunity for her to try to pull Michelle Obama when in reality you was going because you wanted to be around Marion.
Asked if she could leave a bottle of gin at my house. Don't go off the deep end. Look, I'm not an alcoholic. Maybe I'm just alcoholic.
Girl, what the hell? No, you are alcoholic. And then that's the first signs because your friends are looking at you crazy because when your friends help you go through some stuff and that's traumatic, because being an alcoholic and actually realizing when you abuse any drugs, because recovering alcoholic here, I use alcoholic to fight my depression and all of that stuff. And which is why now you don't see me drink often because I'm in a better space. But reality, admission, that's the first part. It looks like you're dialing back some. Again, why did she bring that drink? Side eyeing Joy now. Major.
I haven't always been an alcoholic. Unhappy in my marriage. I understand questioning your sexuality, but maybe I overcorrected. Maybe
No. And you're spiraling. Which means you're going to start drinking again. Yeah. I don't know what was Joy's angle with that because she drinks, but knowing that your girlfriend is a recovering alcoholic and as Any abuser, anyone who is recovering will tell you recovery is every day. There is any time and any place that you could relapse and it could send you in a spiral. Sweetie, you are an alcoholic. When you abuse a drug, you become an abuser. It doesn't go away. You are just recovering on an everyday basis. And I feel Carrie. Carrie's look is like, oh no. Yeah, signs of trouble. Signs of trouble. Because now you are saying that you overcorrected yourself. Girl, no. What the
Occasionally enjoys a cocktail. So are you saying that you've never discussed any of things with us? You're so easy and I have an announcement.
So my apologies to Joy. No, you're the irresponsible one. Yes, you most definitely need to tell her that you are a recovering alcoholic. That's why she brought over the drink. She has no idea. If you would have told her, I'm pretty sure she would understand, just like she understood with the secret of Sir Barton, whatever the dog name is, where it was supposed to be a secret. And she was like, oh, if you told me, I wouldn't have bought this gift. I wouldn't have did research to make sure I was bringing the correct gift for the dog. Like, and this is the reason why communication and comprehension is key. Because, girl, you already spiraling and you're trying to, because we're in a good place, you're overstepping your own boundaries. And you're going to go back to, no, she needs to know. She needs to know. And you let her decide. And if she doesn't want to mess with you anymore, baby, Joy is not for you. That part of Joy needs to go on. Sweetie, be honest with your girlfriend. Be honest with whoever you're with. You about to say, oh my God, this is frustrating because I'm a recovering addict. I'm a recovering alcoholic, not addict. I ain't do drugs, right? Well, alcohol is the drug, but I ain't do the other substance. I abuse alcohol. And it's frustrating because you are willing to send your sobriety down the tube because things look or feel good right now. That is the first they tell you. Oh my God. Okay. In a nutshell, it's very hard to fight for your sobriety, especially when the sobriety has been for a long time. So for you to compromise it because you are afraid to tell somebody that you are a recovering alcoholic because you are afraid of what they're going to think about you is somebody that you need to get rid of. And then that's also something in a complex that you need to get over. You do not play with your sobriety because you are afraid of what people will think of you. That is your health. That is your life that you are playing with. And for some people, especially your friends who watch you crawl your way back up because you were down so low, why would you play with it like that? I know you like Joy, but girl, you gonna lose her because you're not honest. Ugh.
I'm having fun. It's worked so hard to get here. I'm gaga. My vertigo's
Valerie's presence on TikTok.
Small and old. È finita perché lo amo.
Okay, love who?
I love Anthony. No.
take me away from all this nonsense.
G is still in town. G is still in town, and I like Gia before, but I don't like the way that you're treating Anthony all because of a bad first impression. I really think everything can be cleared up with the conversation. And the simple fact that you've had a past where you were dating a way older man than you, your son is literally telling you, like, I love him. I'm cool with what I have. I don't have to do extravagant things. I don't need the labels. I don't need fashion, flame. Like, I am cool with where I am. I'm happy with where I am. And you're going to lose your son that you're trying to. The only reason you're staying is to put a wedge in between them. When you could have used this time to, Anthony, you come on, let's start over and get to know Anthony better. Not you turning from the mother in love to the monster in law. All right.
I'm WK. Well, maybe not me, but she is definitely trying to kill our relationship. Cook for her. The two of us.
Poor Giuseppe. He's caught in between his mom and Anthony, but he gives him a solution. He said, "Hey, cook for her, so allow her to meet you again. The first impression was horrible, but let's start over." What I just said. But I don't think she wants that. To be totally honest, I think she just wants to ruin the relationship. You are stuck in your ways when it comes down to Anthony. You're nice to everybody else, but you are mean to Anthony because maybe your relationship with the older guy wasn't as beautiful and romantic and whisk me off to Paris as you put on. Hmm.
Otis.
Oh no, Brenda! Definitely too much cum.
So now you were thinking about drinking, which is why a conversation is definitely need to be had. Because she was like, "Oh, here, hold this." She doesn't know. Joy has no idea that you were that you are a recovering alcoholic. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't even give you that. Your friends saw you at your lowest. Charlotte stumbling and falling into the makeshift bed that I can't show y'all because it's a naked woman in the bed laying next to a used contraceptive. So I can't show y'all. But Charlotte fell because she has vertigo. I really think she's pregnant, but she said her vertigo is back. And it could be from stress, I guess. I think she's pregnant. Anyway, you were willing and almost took a drink. So Charlotte is stumbling, getting over to you to tell you to stop. Do not do it. Do not take a drink. You about to erase your sobriety. Talk to your girlfriend, please. But I'm pretty sure she's going to leave because that is something very important that you should definitely say. "Oh, but we're having fun and I don't want to down things." Girl, your actions. You can still have fun with your girlfriend and not drink. And I'm pretty sure she would respect your boundaries. And if she really likes you, she would make sure she's not drinking in front of you.
The vibe between us, I knew what she was doing right before she did. Is everything okay? It's going past flirting, Charlotte. Did he make it past?
I'm hoping it was innocent. I'm hoping it was innocent. I think he was just like getting comfortable. Oh my God. Everybody needs to have a conversation with their significant other in this moment. Aiden needs to talk to Carrie and let him know he's insecure. Miranda needs to talk to Joy and let her know that she's a recovering alcoholic. Lisa needs to talk to her husband, let her know, like, "Hey, like I'm having these thoughts and I think we need to be intimate more because I'm having fantasies about my editor." And poor Charlotte. Girl, put in FMLA and take some time off because that vertigo is tearing you up.
Oh my God, it's him. He's calling me. Answer it. Hey, Marion, it's not a. Lisa, hello. Lasers who made historic firsts. I feel like I'm silly. Okay. Oh, strange. Definitely in love with Emily. You don't know. So she just, it was
Isn't it crazy how if you just had a conversation with your girlfriend and told your girlfriend that you were a recovering alcoholic, you didn't even have to go through that? But kudos that you threw it away. But you were very tempted. That is the second time where you are very tempted to ruin your sobriety. It's an everyday fight. And when you have supporters around you, the girls drink, but they don't drink around you. They make sure that it is friendly for you because they saw you at your lowest. Tell your girlfriend because when your girlfriend comes, now you're going to have to explain why you threw away the whole bottle when you could have just told her and she could have took the bottle with her. There's alcohol in your house now. Look at your lips. You licking your lips. Licking your lips. Tasting it. Girl, it takes a while to get to a point where you can control the craving and the urge where it doesn't ruin you. Me, I can drink socially and I can also stand on my boundaries and be like, I don't want to drink. It takes a while. It does to get there. But you also have to make the decision and you also have to be completely honest with yourself and others around you to make your sobriety work.
Felt happiness had arrived at her doorstep. Hold your breath.
Well, this episode was lack of communication. We went from clarity to lack of communication, and everybody is compromising boundaries and not being truthful. Okay. And just like that, this episode is over. And just like that, this recap is over. Sorry, I went a little off the beam because real life kind of intermeshed with this episode. As a recovering alcoholic, yes, baby, it's an everyday thing. And I live in my truth. I tell you, I live in extended stay. My story times about why I live in extended stay is on my YouTube. My YouTube is literally my video diary. And I literally try to tell my truth to help others, not to bash, not to boast, not to pull sympathy, not to pull likes or views, just to help others so you don't make the same mistakes I did. I started abusing alcohol because of my SA, because of my depression, because I can't say the other word. So I was SA'd from 7 years until 14 because I can't say the M word on YouTube. And then I was SA'd by a friend and I was depressed. So I used alcohol to try to so-called control mass feelings and push everything to the back burner. And then alcohol ended up controlling me. So I had to get a better relationship with it. And I had to check myself. I never went to AA meetings. It was just a reality check that I wanted something different, which is why I can tell you over and over, alcohol, when you have a hangover, you're dried out. Alcohol just dries you out. It dries your brain out. It dries your skin out, which is why when people are like, I need fun. I need some drinks. You actually don't, but if you're going to do it responsibly. Yeah. I love you the most this because you're definitely the dopest in real life. And just like that, this recap is over. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all. Testing mic 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2.